go.
All right, let's look at some RC. Something a bit different.
I did say parking, I did not swear.
What is this? There's a pointy thing that looks like a boat.
You float my boat, you know that.
And you got another pointy thing that looks like a boat. These are cool, aren't they?
They definitely are. They look a lot like a boat because that is in fact exactly what they are.
I reckon it's about time we reshared the video we did on it.
Yeah.
It's about time, isn't it? It's about a year ago that we did this.
It's over a year ago. That we did
Okay,
that.
well, I'm going to have to reshare it.
We took this down the Yarra, didn't we?
That's right.
This little yellow one.
That's right.
So again, we can look at for on YouTube
video.
for an unboxing and a review on this. We played with it outside in the Yarra.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. That was a bit of an adventure.
Mm.
Trying to run this thing up and down the Yarra. So these were really popular this Christmas.
They were.
They were super popular.
Mm.
We turned over heaps of them.
Yes.
And I'm really glad that, you know, there's been not one comeback, not one problem. And this one here is a testament, this little yellow one, because we've had this going for about 18 months now.
Yes.
You know, and it's probably done about 30 batteries.
Super
and
reliable.
It's still going strong.
They're super fast. They're really good fun.
They are. So I wanted to talk about the basic architecture and the differences between them, because people ask us. Yeah.
So if we bring that across here, because you think a boat's pretty simple, but there's actually a lot of thought that's gone into these.
Yep. So we'll start with, so it's got two covers in it for a start. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can put that on at the end, actually.
Yeah, let's talk about the inside.
It's got two covers. Let's talk about the inside. So we've got the battery pack, which is a little 2S 7.4 volt LiPo battery.
Mm-hmm.
The capacity in this one's 1100 milliamps. And really, for 1100 milliamps, it's tiny.
It's tiny, but they go all right, don't they?
They go
like
really
how long
well.
do they go for?
About 20 minutes.
Hmm.
And they actually go really fast. They don't just like putt. They zoop around and they throw a big roost tail of water out.
Rooster tail, that's what you want to see.
Really cool.
Mm.
So we have our little connector here.
Yep.
And it's really important that I have used this in salt water a few times.
Mm.
People say you can use it in salt water. I mean, the boat doesn't know what kind of water it is. It doesn't measure the pH level.
No.
But after you've finished playing with it, you want to make sure that there's no salt water inside or on your connectors. So I have given it a little rinse with fresh water at points.
So
and then I've given it, then I've also given it a little spray over with WD-40 or a water displacer. Yeah, just to displace it and put a nice film of light oil on there.
Okay.
So, and you can see here the connectors are not green and corroded or anything.
No, you don't like that sort of the green salt rust, eh?
Yeah. And the other thing I do after we play with it every time is we leave the cover off.
Yes.
So obviously we leave it upside down or shake out any water that gets in there, because you do get a few drops. It's not 100% sealed.
No.
It's not sinking, but the water does like splash into there, or if you roll over, you know what I mean? It does have a rubber gasket here. It's not going to sink. I don't want to say they're unsinkable, but they're pretty much unsinkable.
No, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They've got a lot of buoyancy.
A lot of buoyancy.
Buoyant.
And you know, the other cool thing is when they go upside down, if you flip it, if you roll it and it's going, oh no, but you just do like forward and backward on the throttle and it
rolls
over.
back.
Yeah, really cool. So got our plug.
What sort of funky features we got here?
We've got our water cooling.
Yep.
So I've actually got a water cooling jacket here.
Yep.
So it actually sucks water up.
Let me make sure that that's really focused.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there for a sec so that people can see. So the tube that's wrapped all the way around the motor.
Yep.
With the heat sink, that black stuff that you're touching.
Yep.
Just to make sure that there's the transfer.
Yep. I've got like miniature fuel tubing, silicon tubing.
Yep.
And that sucks water in from at the back, just from the movement of the boat through the water.
That's right. Yep.
And it throws it through the coil and out the side.
Yep.
And you wouldn't actually think it would just dribble, but it actually like gushes out.
Yeah,
it's really well designed. It
Yeah,
really flows well.
Yep.
And you need it because the motor works hard and it's got no airflow.
Yep.
And there's nothing like metal in there, obviously, because they want to keep it light. They do actually get quite warm.
Yes.
So running it in the nice cool water, it keeps it nice and cool.
Yeah. And what does a cool motor give you?
Lots of runtime and power.
Power. That's what we want. That's it.
Here we've got a little servo, little micro servo.
Yep.
I want to say it's a plain servo, but I don't know. It's just a little micro servo. Works really, really well.
It's like a 7.5 gram type thing.
And that's just on the rudder of the boat. So it steers it directly.
Yes.
And that's pretty much the architecture. We've got a sealed receiver up in there. It is 2.4 gig.
Yep.
We've also got a really handy safety feature here. We've got
it's pretty clever.
We've got a moisture sensor, so it won't turn over and operate out of water to keep little hands or even big hands and hair out of the spinning prop, because it actually spins up quite fast.
Yeah, it's pretty sharp,
doesn't it? And it's quite sharp. They also come with the stand, which is pretty cool. So you're not damaging the boat.
Right.
And they come with a spare prop as well.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you damage it, if you run into rocks or back it into a duck or something, you can change it.
They come with a rubber nose too, don't they?
They come with a rubber nose. It's a little bit like, it looks like a banana store. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it just slips over the front.
Yep.
Just to help in case you hit the sides of something hard.
That's right.
Like
if you're playing with it in a swimming pool, or if it's like a rocky dam, you know, or a jetty or something, it won't split the hull in half.
Yep.
It's like a bumper bar.
Yep.
Now, they don't have an off and on switch.
So you plug it straight in.
You plug it straight in.
It's powered on.
And it's powered on.
Yeah. But it's not going to do anything at the moment because it's got that safety thing.
It's not going to do a single thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to do a single thing, Beach.
Yeah. So I've got a controller here.
I've got the transmitter right here. That's a 2.4 gig trigger style, wheel style radio.
Yep.
And we've got a couple of adjustment parameters here. You've got your throttle trim and your steering trim.
Yeah.
To make sure that it's going straight and that it's got a good neutral point.
Yeah.
Because it does have forward, brake and reverse. It does so it goes forward, it stops the prop, and then you go backwards.
Right, okay.
It goes backwards.
Okay.
So you turn on the transmitter, and it's going to start beeping because there's no connection to the boat.
Yeah,
but
because
the boat's turned on.
Yeah, because it's not in the water yet.
I've had that many phone calls from people saying, the boat doesn't work. I've plugged in the battery, I've charged it, I've turned the radio on, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Of course it doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's no water.
Yeah.
So, but if I do something like wet my finger and touch the contact points on the boat, we can see here that it's picked up. And you can grab the radio now. Sort of got my hands full.
Okay, so we've got the rudder
moving. We've got the rudder moving.
And then we've got... Did they catch it?
No.
Oh, good.
Not even close. How fast?
Okay, like so.
And then as soon as I take that off, that's scary. So
there you go. It's off.
As soon as we take it off, there we go. And it's yelling at us, telling us that it's lost contact with the boat.
Yep.
The other thing that's really good about both of these UDI boats is, I'll just unplug that so I don't forget.
Yep.
Is the fact that that'll start warning you when you're going far out of range.
Okay.
So it won't just go and then stop.
Yep.
It'll start beeping at you.
Yep.
So you have to bring it back in.
Yep.
And it doesn't just dump out in the water. It will go to half speed as soon as the battery gets low or senses it.
So make sure there's enough power to bring back.
Yeah, which is pretty uncommon for a LiPo because LiPo battery cutoff is usually fast and stop.
Yes.
So this one has a system that recognizes when it's getting low and goes to half speed.
That's clever.
And starts beeping at you as well. So it's half speed, I better bring it back in.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to do is have it stranded out somewhere.
No, you don't want that, do you?
Well, no. You're going to get wet.
Well, let's have a quick look at this one as well then.
Yeah.
This is here. Okay, so similar sort of thing. We've got these clips here. They just slide across so we get access.
So it's exactly the same architecture, it's just a little bit bigger.
There we go.
So it's got a bigger motor and it's got a bigger battery because the boat itself is a little bit bigger and heavier. So now the little one I have played with in Port Phillip, and it's hilarious because it sort of ducks down and goes under the waves and shoots out the other side, gets airborne, And then when you come back on top of the waves, it comes in like what feels like 100 miles an hour because it's going with the current. It's quite violent. So here we've got the offset rudder.
Yep.
We've got a few more trim tabs and foils here.
Yes.
I haven't had the joy of playing with the red one yet. Got a bigger motor. I want to say it's a 380.
Looks like a 380, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not quite a 540.
So similar idea. We've got the water cooling jacket on it.
Yep.
We've got a slightly bigger battery.
Yeah, that's
so all in all,
it's a 1500 milliamp battery.
But between the two, they pretty much perform the same speed and same sort of running time.
Yeah, I dare say that this one's probably a bit faster with the bigger motor. But I haven't played with it. But that one there's definitely not a slap. That one there's probably, I'd say 30, 40.
Yep.
This one here, I'd expect it to be about 40, 50.
Okay.
And it's bigger brother, the brushless LiPo 3S version.
Yep, which is much bigger.
Yeah, that goes about 70, 80.
So this has got the same sort of safety mechanism on it.
Yep.
So we've got the water sensor here.
You can see here that actually we've got it. So then that's where it draws in the water.
Oh, that's right. Yep, right there. Maybe I'll see that there. Just a little bit there.
Creates a low pressure in the water.
And then the water is ejected through this side.
Yeah,
let's go out there. How good are they?
Really cool. Yeah, and they're really fun to play with. So if you haven't got yourself one this summer, do yourself a favor.
Great fun.
No?
Yep.
Huge fun,
Can't go
and they
wrong.
can bring you lots and lots of fun. We have spare batteries available. They come with a USB style charger. But you can, however, charge them if you've got your other LiPo chargers there.
Yeah, just with the balance.
Yeah, I charge that on the balance port with the TRC A3 Pro, and it takes about 20 minutes to charge a little one up. So charges it really quick.